What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon/Hexagon series. We're already several matches into the Apertura, the opening stage of the Chilean Premier Division, and today San Luis is going to take on Palestino, a battle of lower mid-table teams so far. But before we get into the season matches, let's see how we did in the Copa Chile. Now, as you can see right here, after our last live comm of Universidad de Chile, we then followed that up with a win versus Deportes La Serena, 2-1. Oscar Ortega getting his first goal on the season. It took us a little while, though, 81 minutes to be exact, for us to finally crack open our first goal. And then Ivan Leyva scoring 4 minutes later with the eventual winner. In fact, no goals were scored up until the 77th minute. Deportes La Serena broke the deadlock then. That's not for our lack of trying. We took 22 shots, 6 of them on target, decent amount of possession, but once again, a broken record from last season. It's the finishing that counts, and unfortunately, it took all the way until the first minute to make any of these 22 shots worth anything. But in the end, a win is a win, and 3 points in this Copa group stage is vital. We then followed that performance up with a 2-2 draw versus Unión La Calera. Eric Escalante, the Mexican, starting us off in the 4th minute, getting a goal right away. However, La Calera then followed that up with 2 goals back-to-back to put them up 2-1 after 65 minutes. Ivan Pardo, in the dying minutes, got himself a goal to knot it up at 2, stole a point away from La Calera, and in effect keeping us alive in second place after just 3 matches in the group. 23 shots, 5 on target, majority possession once again. Several shots. Inestrosa could have had several goals with what he was taking, but he just kept shooting it over the bar, shooting it wide. Ivan Pardo, same thing. So we were lucky to escape with a 2-2 draw and 1 point out of this. We then followed that up with a extremely surprising victory over Universidad de Chile. 2-1, I was about to say 3-1, that would have been even better, but Universidad de Chile scoring first in the 30th minute. Here, I'll even show the goals on this one, because we had 9 shots, 6 of them on target, and didn't have majority possession, but we did make those shots on target count. As I said before, Universidad de Chile scoring first in the 30th minute, if the highlight loads up, and here we go. It was off of a deep throw in our area. They get across, and the defense just wasn't marking Patricio Rubio as they get off to the first goal. And here, right as the first half was just about to end, we recover a goal kick from Universidad. We were trying to move it up the wing, and then Troncoso's going to play a bad back pass to knot the match up at 1 just before halftime. A very bad decision on Universidad's part. And then this final highlight, Universidad were trying to make something happen deep in our territory, but we steal the ball. We're going to make some key passes coming up here. Try and get one cross in. It's eventually kicked out. However, we continue on with the play, continue on, get the ball back in net. Pereira's going to find Inestrosa. He bounces it off the keeper one time, then catches his own rebound for the game-winning goal in the 72nd minute. That was extremely vital for us, and extremely vital for us staying in the group. 3 points from the eventual group winners, definitely something to take. So, as I said, that was 3 points. All we needed from our next match was a draw, and we got just that from Deportes La Serena. 2-2 draw. Inestrosa getting the scoring off right away in the 3rd minute. However, Deportes answering back in the 14th. We were lucky enough at the very start of the second half to get an own goal go our way. It was a cross in from Ivan Leyva. Oh, excuse me. It was a cross in from Ivan Leyva that bounced off of the defender Jose Antonio Gonzalez into their net, giving us the 2-1 lead early on in the second half. However, at the hour mark, La Serena knotted it back up, and the match ended in a 2-all draw. However, like I said, that didn't matter for us, since all we needed was 1 point from this match, and we would advance on from the group. We didn't follow that up all that well, since I did rotate in a couple of players, try and rest them before the season started. That backfired completely, as we got demolished 4-0 by La Carrera, one of their players getting a hat trick. It was something that I was playing around with before the match even got kicked off. It's like, do I want to rest players? This match is kind of meaningless since we had already advanced. But, in the end, match fitness and playtime is vital for this team, especially if I don't want people getting restless. So after that, you take a look at our group. There's Universidad de Chile up top, San Luis in second place on 8 points, La Calera in third with 7, and Deportes La Serena in last with 5 points. That means we move on to the second round, where we will face, surprise, surprise, Palestino in the cup match, which that cup match is going to take place exactly after this match that we're going to live con today. It's a two-legged affair. It's a very unfortunate we get the home leg first, but we will do the best we can in the Copa and see where it takes us. All right, so after finding out that we advanced in the Copa Chile, the actual season began, and oh boy, was this match, what a way to start the season. A 5-all draw to Barnechea, and all 5 Barnechea's goals came in the first 30 minutes of the match. Our defense did not show up at all until I berated them at halftime, telling them what the hell is going on. You need to tighten up. We need to get back into this game. Fortunately, it wasn't 5-0 at the half. It was 5-3, actually. Ivan Pardo scoring in the 21st minute, and then Inostroza picking up a first-half brace just 3 minutes apart, and then eventually picking up his hat-trick in the 71st minute. Ivan Pardo followed suit in the 75th to knot the match up at 5-all. You don't hear that all very often, where a match ends 5 goals apiece. Shots on target, 24 and 7, majority possession. This was just us scratching at chances, especially since we were down. In fact, we were down 4-0 before we even scored a goal. This was a match that was like, hey, welcome to the Premier Division. This is what you're going to face. And fortunately, we were able to hang with these guys. I think they were predicted to be a mid-table team. So I knew going forward, if this is how we were going to play against a mid-table team, how we're going to play against the upper echelon, the premier teams, like Colo-Colo or Católica or Universidad de Chile. Our following match was against said Colo-Colo, and we only lost to them 4-3. However, they did have a lead on us, 3-0 at one point, and then 4-1 at another. Our first goal was Benjamin Inostroza right at the end of the first half, and then 2 goals at the very end of the second half to just pull it back to 4-3. It was amazing, and even look at the stats. 3 shots on target, all of them on net, and all of them leading to goals, which was very fortunate since we barely had possession. Colo-Colo was all over us, and any chance that we had, it was just throw the ball forward, see what happens. Fortunately, we were able to get those 3 goals and make it somewhat of a game, even if it was in the last 10 minutes. Our next match was against Universidad de Chile, and our fate was not looking kind on us this time around. Since the 2-1 victory, they took a look at us and say, hey, this is the season now. We're actually taking this seriously. And they stomp all over us 4-0. It's completely expected, especially since Eric Escalante was sent off with a straight red bookable offense. 2-legged tackle right on the edge of the penalty box too, which was a little worrisome. But no one had a good day. I assume Escalante will come back. I had a talking with him. It's just happens, especially like I said, we are a newly promoted side going up against some of the big boys in the Premier Division. Nothing much else to expect. That 2-1 victory was apparently very fluky. We then followed that up with another high-scoring draw against Santiago Wanderers, 3-all, getting ourselves another point in the league. Santiago Wanderers were up 2-0 before we even scored our first goal. Oscar Ortega in the 17th minute. Ivan Pardo then pulled it back 2-2 in the 31st minute. However, 4 minutes later, Santiago took the lead. They held the lead for another 30 minutes before Ivan Leva was there in the 69th to knot it up at 3-all. Not many more attacking chances on either side from that point on. I think we only had one more shot taken since that time. But another match, another point, as long as we stay above relegation. That's how I see it at this point in time. As long as we stay above those final 2 spots that are automatic relegation, and I believe the next 2 spots are relegation playoffs, but I'll have to take a look into that. That's not made mention in this database. But then we did break through and get a win in the next match versus the Chilean Everton side, which is kind of weird because I'm a fan of Everton in the Premier League, and apparently they were named after Everton when they came down to Chile during a South American tour back in the 20s or 30s. So they are named after Everton and actually have a link with the English Everton side. So going up against them down here in Chile was kind of interesting. But what's not so interesting, Benjamini Nostroza getting a hat trick. That's something we saw last season, and fortunately, he's already had 2 hat tricks this season already. The man has only played 3 matches. Want to see how crazy his stats are? 3 league matches, 8 goals. Yeah, I was correct in signing this man long term. 5 years, $29,000 per year, completely worth it if he's going to have this kind of production. Completely worth it. All right, so we do have a couple of transfers in to make mention of. We have Ignacio Caroca from Curicó Unido. We bought him in more or less as a backup, like a 1.5 starting right back, because Esteban Saez is starting to get up there in years, starting to slow down. He's not as good on the defensive side, so we brought in Caroca in to kind of get him some reps and eventually transition him into the starting right back role. Decent attributes, decent mentals, good speed. What we got here? 12 marking, 12 tackling, 12 in technique. Not bad for someone who needs to play up the wing and play the ball as often as he does. Get the cross in, get the ball forward. And then a loanee in from Católica by the name of Justo, it's either Justo or Justo Lizana. More of an attacking center mid than a defensive center mid. Not very good in the air, but you know what? I'm not trying to get him to win headers. I'm trying to get him to push the ball forward, as evidenced with his 16 long shots and his 13 passing, 17 first touch. The man can control the ball and put it to where he needs it to go. I expect him to be more of the advanced playmaker that they say he's good at, to help develop our plays and develop our attacking movements. And he's only 20 years old, so he's got plenty of time to develop. Alright, so let's get to our match against Palestino now, shall we? As a little side note, we have a lot of money left in our transfer budget and our wages, but I'm still going to hold off on splurging at this point because I want to see how much money we can get from the season, and maybe next season go after big names. Now we can just get the We can just get this going. Here we go. Hate these long loading times. All right, Palestino, we are at home today. Palestino are going to play a deep 4-4-2 with 2 defensive midfielders. Of course, we are sticking with our normal 4-4-2 formation. Brian Aravena is going to be in net today. Caroca out on the right. Guzman, Duran, the center backs. Otarola in the left. Our 4 mids are going to be Saez. Saez is going to be pushed up today since Troncoso is out injured or recovering from injury. Same with Castillo. He's not going to be on the left side today. Escalante is also injured, so he is going to be replaced by Piero Velasquez alongside Justo Lizana in the middle. Ivan Leyva is going to be taking up that left mid role. And Benjamin Inostroza is going to be paired up with Ivan Pardo today since Ortega over the last couple of games has not fared all that well. So we're going with the hot hands in Inostroza and Pardo. Let us kick off now, shall we? All right, and here we kick off. Of course, San Luis in our traditional yellows. Palestino in the white with green and red trim. And right off the bat, Palestino get themselves an attacking chance. Ooh, fortunately he was offside. San Luis now coming from the middle. We got Velasquez trying to find space. Lizana, Inostroza, DePardo turns to, oh wow, right over the bar for Inostroza. This is what we can do, but unfortunately, here comes Palestino. Ooh, just over the bar. You're scaring me, defense. Hold on. You are absolutely scaring me, so demand more for you guys. Palestino once again on the attack as they try to build something up. We dispossess them. Inostroza coming up the right. Can he find space? Maybe we can find it in the middle, but Saez is coming up the right side. Let's see if he can get a cross in. Cross in Inostroza, however, taken directly by the keeper. It's a play like this that's, ooh, just over the bar. It's a play like this that's causing me to get a little worried. So, Leyva gets a cross in. Unfortunately, it's taken away. Velasquez, DePardo in the middle. It's blocked away. We still have the ball, though. Oh, but that's in red highlight. We're having a good amount of the ball, 57% possession. We're just not doing much with it. Saez up to Caroca on the wing. He takes it inside. Velasquez to Pardo. Right at the keeper, though. Come on, guys. 6 shots, 3 on target. Not bad, except they've all been relatively easy shots for the keeper to stop. So all we need is 1 goal, yeah. Defense, you've been doing fine. Haven't had any qualms about that, but the midfielders need to make a difference for us, and I'm not happy with your finishing. Oh, Inostroza is angry. Well, you better be, because you haven't done anything today. Go out there and get a goal. Hopefully him being angry will lead to something. Some sort of response from him. Leyva trying to find something right off the kickoff. Roll to Leyva in the center and get a shot out. Saez to Lizana, getting in the middle to Inostroza. Velasquez dispossessed. Now we're just bullying Palestino off the ball. There we go to Pardo. Take a shot. Oh, taken down in the box. No foul. As now Palestino are going to come away with it, and that's the end of that highlight. All right, with 60 minutes gone, we really need to tell them let's push forward. Not much going on, so let's tell them to actually do something. Long balls forward on both sides. Palestino come down with it though. Need to have the defense find. Oh, they found a lot of space, and that's a goal for Palestino. That's a no good, Stuffy. So let's see. Pardo hasn't done much. Let's bring on Oscar Ortega. Maybe he can ignite this side. And Varela, we're gonna have Varela come on for Guzman since he's a little tired. So 61 minutes have passed, and Palestino are now up 1-0. It's Rather disappointing since they've only taken 2 shots on target. As here we come with the ball now. Velasquez trying to find space in the middle. Pardo. Or throws it to Ortega, but Ortega shoots it directly over the bar. Leyva with a free kick now. And what are you aiming at, man? Piero Velasquez. Let's see what we can do. We're going to bring on Diego Gonzalez for Piero. And as far as instructions go, push much higher up. Pass into space. And I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's because of Velasquez. You gotta love when FM, when you come out of a timeout, it immediately goes into more stalling mode. Seriously. Did you see that? Oh, man. Diego Velasquez just gliding along the ground. No, I'm fine, coach. Really. Alright, 80 minutes to go and not much happening. I'm going to aggressively tell them to push forward now because we need a goal. Now we need a goal. Cannot let this happen within our league matches. Good pickup by Aravena. Now let's make something happen off this. Lozana gets it forward to Inostroza to Ortega, who takes a shot and tried to take a shot from 20 yards out, and there's no way he was going to get through that wall. Reset. Ortega, get across in. Good shot. Oh, and a keeper save. What a save. Extremely acrobatic from their opposing keeper. It should have been a goal. Alright, coming back again. 84 minutes gone. Inostroza passing up to nobody, unfortunately. Once again, it's a battle of long balls. Neither side is wanting to take their chances now. Lozana, there we go. Inostroza, bury. You need to bury that. You're in on goal and you need to bury that. You found the back of the net 8 times so far this season. Keeper parries. Now let's see if we can turn a counterattack. No? Really? Oh, you're killing me, game. And it's going to end up 1-0. Unless we find a miracle goal in the dying seconds. Palestino taking it deep in our area. We're trying to bully him off the ball, but that's match. That's match, and that's very disappointing. 1-0 loss to Palestino. I don't know what to say about that. That was just bad football all around. Especially when we take twice as many shots as they do and have way more possession. That's extremely bad. It's extremely bad for us. Oh, well. Can't win them all, but when you look at stats like that compared to your opponent, they were the luckier side today. So that's that. We take another loss. We're still above relegation zone right now in Apertura. But then we're going to face them again in the Copa Chile. And then, 4 more matches, second leg. And I think we're going to come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to come back either at Cobreloa or Antofagasta. One of those two, because Huachipato's really bad, and I don't want to face Católica. So, yeah, we're going to come back against Antofagasta or Cobreloa. That'll do. Alright, so I'd like to thank you all for stopping by to watch this video. If you like what you saw, give it a like. If you want to be informed on any new videos that I'm going to post, please go and hit the subscribe button. Comments, suggestions, anything else in the comment box below. Until next time, I'm Gendo. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.